Officials in New York City said today they may take more time in planning a replacement for the World Trade Center after 6 different proposals faced intense opposition at a public hearing yesterday. What to build isn't the only tough decision still to be made. That's tonight's Sunday Cover, the challenge of putting a price tag on the lives of the lost.
Ari had big dreams for himself and for his family and friends.
Come here, Nick. Come here.
And I want to be able to fulfill those dreams.
Jenna and Ari Jacobs were newlyweds, married less than a year. Already their American dream was coming true. They just moved into a home outside New York City. Jenna was pregnant with their first child. But on September 11th, the dream came crashing down with the Twin Towers.
He was 29 when he died. He was making a comfortable living, but he had the potential to make an extraordinary living.
The Jacobs are one of 24 initial cases that will guide the September 11th Victims' Compensation Fund in distributing cash awards. Ari was a rising star at a multinational firm, and his earning potential could be an example of how the families of young, financially promising up-and-comers will be compensated.
The number one criteria for determining fairness and justice of this program is consistency. We cannot treat similar people differently.
Kenneth Feinberg is the special master assigned to manage the fund. For the past 10 months, he's been working on the seemingly impossible task of deciding how to provide fair compensation to the victims' families. And within 2 weeks, he's expected to decide awards for the first 24 cases.
No amount, however high, can replace the lost loved one.
Feinberg devised a formula for the fund, under which the surviving families would receive a $250,000 base award, plus payment for the loss of the victim's estimated lifetime salary. Families will also be compensated for pain and suffering. Life insurance, pension, and government assistance already received would be subtracted from the total. While most awards will average between $1.2 to $1.3 million, Feinberg says cases like Ari Jacobs will fall outside of the formula and could go much higher than that.
After all is said and done, a formula is just that, a formula. And in individual cases, I do have the discretion to divert or depart from the formula.
The option of litigating is stacked against you.
It is not fairness in the compensation criteria that has presented the greatest challenge for Feinberg, but dealing with families who constantly remind him how difficult it is to put a price tag on the life of a loved one.
You're telling me my wife, 41 years old, no drinker, no smoker, is only worth $165,000?
No.
And she served her country for 24 years?
No.
First of all, she's priceless. I'm not even going to get into that.
Thank you.
For many families, Feinberg recognizes that compensation will only play a small part in their process of healing.
Families will apply, will get their check, and will try as best they can to put this entire episode behind them and move on.
Jenna Jacobs hopes her award will help her move on with life by allowing her to keep her home and raise her 10-month-old son Gabriel there. Yet she's well aware that she may have already received something far more valuable than any financial award.
Regardless of the award that I'm given, what's most important to me is that I love him and he loved me. And that doesn't even compare. Money doesn't even compare to that.
Of the nearly 3,000 families eligible to apply for the Victim Compensation Fund, only 605 have signed up for the program so far. The final price tag for the federal government could end up topping $5 billion. We'll be right back.